Hello, my name is Erin, and I will be presenting the gap analysis for Helix Inc. My analysis will be based on the need to move from the performance appraisal system towards the use of a more talent-centric approach. The migration from a performance appraisal system towards a performance management system is necessary because Helix has a desire to grow in its business. In order to achieve this goal, the company has put mechanisms in place to attract the top talent with the hope that employees with more expertise will move the company forward by allowing them to produce a better product. However, if the company does not adjust its employee appraisal system to encompass a more robust talent management strategy, then they risk losing the talent that they seek to attract. In addition, high turnover could continue to be an issue that the company will see amongst current employees. Although many organizations consider performance appraisals and performance management to be synonymous, performance appraisals are utilized to examine the past performance of employees, while a performance management system seeks to assess the company's present performance and how their current actions will impact the future of the organization. As such, the benefits and disadvantages of performance appraisals are as follows. Performance appraisals are an effective tool that allows organizations to make important decisions correctly. These decisions include whether or not an employee gets a raise, which employee should receive a promotion, assessing the depth and strength of the talent pool, and determining who the top and worst performers in the organization are. Furthermore, performance appraisals are put in place with the goal of ensuring consistency among employees that are in the same position. The disadvantages of performance appraisals are as follows. Performance appraisals only evaluate an employee's past performance. While the past performance of an employee is important, it is not indicative of future performance. Performance reviews take place annually within Helix. This presents a number of problems. Namely, managers are not usually capable of judging an employee's performance over the course of a year in one day. Furthermore, the likelihood of an employee working with one manager is becoming more and more uncommon. This review is likely to be inadequate if one manager is assigned to give the review for an employee that has to work with multiple managers. The potential for a forced rating system in order to get rid of the lowest performing employees is another concern within the performance appraisal system. While having an underperforming employee is certainly a reality within the workplace, waiting a year to confront the employee during their performance review is not a good use of the employee or the manager's time. If there are deficiencies in an employee's performance, then they should be addressed by management immediately. Conversely, employees usually thrive in an environment that provides regular feedback to the employee on their performance. In addition, regular coaching is key to aligning an employee's performance to the organization's strategy. It is also possible to have a team of employees that perform at a level that exceeds expectations, but this is not necessarily a benefit within the performance appraisal process. For example, if an employee continuously outperforms the expectations of the employer, then they will fail to show any improvement. In addition, management could be forced to find a deficiency in the employee's performance where none exists. This can have a negative impact on employee morale, as such ratings are poor reflections on the employee and does not have anything to do with the employee's actual performance or development. Lastly, performance appraisals are not meant to focus on employee development. Employees often do not receive a commitment from Helix on how the company will use opportunities to develop employees through providing them with experience in areas of interest. Although performance appraisals are meant to eliminate ambiguity and create consistency within the workplace, ethical concerns can still arise as a result of how the company uses the performance appraisal. Performance appraisals are usually annual. As such, they should not be used in a disciplinary manner. Managers can make a performance appraisal a one-way lecture on how the employee did and what they need to improve on. This can have a huge impact on the employee's morale. Furthermore, managers can run into ethical issues if they use the review as means to discriminate against the employee's performance on the basis of their race, religion, age, gender, disability, marital status, pregnancy, or sexual preference. When employees have a negative review, they should not only be given a chance to respond, but they are also entitled to a chance to improve on their performance. Pay for performance is another issue that can present an ethical concern within the performance appraiser system. Performance appraisals are not an adequate measure of promotion potential. In addition, many performance appraisals also include a pay for performance incentive in which employees who perform well get paid. Ethical concerns with pay for performance have to do with employees or managers that may make decisions that are not to the benefit of the company. More famous examples of this were seen in the recent Wells Fargo scandal, in which employees were under so much pressure to open accounts that they would open accounts on behalf of customers without notifying them. Pay for performance impacts Helix because although there are incentives for signing new contracts, those contracts mean nothing if we do not have the staffing capabilities to open the site. Based on the disadvantages of using performance appraisals on their own, it is important to utilize a system that will not only measure employee performance, but it will also allow Helix to align the employee's development goals with the goals of the business. A move towards a talent-centric approach is necessary. A talent-centric approach is concerned with identifying, measuring, managing, and developing the human resources within an organization and is concerned with the present and the future of the organization. A performance management system will take the employee appraisal a step further in assessing the employee's performance against Helix's vision, mission, goals, objectives, and strategy. In order to achieve a talent management strategy, Helix will need to implement the following steps. Talent insights. Talent insight is important because the company will not be able to develop its employees without the support of management. Developing management in a way that enables their team to achieve strategic goals will enable management to complete the other steps of the talent management strategy. Individual development plans. Once management has received guidance on an employee's development, they can engage in creating an individual development goal for each member of their team. This development strategy should include goals for the employee, competencies to measure the employee's performance by, a plan to complete the employee development, and dates and costs associated with developing the employee for budgeting purposes. The periodic talent review is necessary for keeping track of the employee's development and for making adjustments as necessary. Both managers and employees will need to receive continuous feedback as often as results from utilizing the strategy are available. Developing a talent-centric culture is also in alignment with enabling employees to own their own careers. The employee development process should both allow employees to achieve their personal goals and in the process allow them to produce outcomes that are in favor of the business. In addition, performance appraisal process should include career development plan generated by the employee that managers can use to develop their long-term goals with the company. Based on this gap analysis, we have assessed that Helix needs to go from a business that uses performance appraisals to rate their employees towards a system that uses a talent-centric management approach. This will be beneficial to Helix when it comes to retaining top talent and developing existing employees. In order to achieve this goal, Helix will need to take the following steps: developing talent insight, creating individual development plans for employees, completing periodic talent reviews for both employees and management, developing a talent-centric culture, and allowing employees to take part in their own career development. By completing these steps, Helix will be engaged in talent management that is in alignment with the organization's vision, mission, goals, objectives, and strategy. Thank you for joining me for this presentation. Here are my references.